Hi, Scorpio. This will be your reading for May, general reading for May. So we'll see what kind of stuff comes out, and then I'll be doing the bi-weekly or weeklies or whatever, whatever comes along also. But this will be just an overall of May. So I'm going to start by pulling one card that's going to kind of give us an overall look at May, and then I'll go into like an actual spread or something. So, okay. So for Scorpios in May, what types of energies are we looking at for the overall energy for the month of May for Scorpios, please? Okay. Okay. So let's see. We have the Nine of Cups. Awesome. Your wish comes true, concerns fade away, and a love for life. Okay. All right. That's pretty awesome card, Scorpio. So, and I have noticed that, because a lot of the May readings are out there already, and I'm Scorpio, so I've been, checking them out too. And I have noticed, our readings look pretty decent this month. So, actually, I wanted to leave that out. So we'll leave that out as our theme. And then let's go along and see what's going on with Scorpios out there. So general reading for Scorpios, please. General reading for Scorpios out there. What is, give me 5 cards, please, for Scorpio. Let's see where they're at right now. Just Scorpio only, not who they're dealing with or who's coming towards them. We'll do that later. Let's just do Scorpio's energy only for those that will be watching this video. Okay, one more shuffle. Scorpio only. Very clear information for Scorpios watching this video, please. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so, okay. All right, so we end up on the Death card, which is you guys. All right, so transformations abound. We have a little bit of competition, confusion. I don't think it's competition. I think it's confusion, okay, at the bottom of the deck, but then look what's under that, okay? The Commitment card, 4 of Wands, committal, okay? So right now, we have a lot of different energies going on. It looks like we're still kind of in that mental energy, because I have been seeing that a lot lately in the readings, and that's kind of not really the way we do, I mean, we do. We always have a lot of mental stuff going on, but, we flow better when there's a good mix, of emotional and mental energy. So there is some anxiety, in the month, definitely. We have the Nine of Swords, so, there's a little bit of, to me, this seems like kind of like not knowing what to do and being sort of not wanting to face what needs to be done, in that sense. That's kind of the, vibe that I'm getting from this card. But what's cool, is that wolf just sitting so calmly by her side, and it just seems like this strength exuding that's behind her, like helping her, but it's kind of like she's just not noticing it, So it's kind of self-inflicted, anxiety, if you will. That's kind of what I see. We also have the Hierophant here. So for some of you who are looking for work and things like that, that would be a very good sign that something pretty damn strong would come along and be good, okay? A Hierophant can also allude to commitments. We did have that 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, okay? So that could be kind of a main focus on your mind this month of May. We have the Queen of Wands, okay, next. So this is all about, this is your energy only, not who's coming towards you. So this is you. So this is like incorporating this energy into yourself that is not, and I have seen this too as a common theme, for the Scorpios. It's, it's with the what is it? I think it's Uranus, going into Taurus and all that. I think that's around mid-month, and being our polar opposite. So this whole thing to me looks like not our usual realm, okay? But it also looks to me like you are okay with it, all right? I think it will cause a little anxiety, and that's natural, but I think that this is a month where you will do things that you don't normally think that way, or you don't normally act that way, and in a positive type of thing. But you might have to push yourself a little bit to bend into that, okay? And I think you will. And with this queen, this is like the potential of what you can be doing. Queens are kick ass, okay? Male, female, doesn't matter. Especially this is a very androgynous deck, so there's a lot of, you know, role reversals and things like that in this deck. So, oh my God, it's like a million degrees in here. It's like 90 degrees today, so, okay. Yep, no air conditioning. Okay, so, and this is, it's about passion and fiery passion and, you know, being creative. And, no, it wasn't. Sorry, I was talking to my friend. Being very dynamic, you know, is also about being very attractive inside and out, okay? And I think you are going to feel that way this month. I think you're going to exude like a very attractive quality in all ways, you know. So it feels very positive. Okay, we also have the Four of Swords. So again, with the mental, you know, kind of deal going on. This one, again, is somebody who's a little bit stagnant. You know, that's kind of the way I felt about the first card. A little bit stagnant mentally. Kind of feeling like they have so many things to take care of, they don't know where to start. That's the, you know, it's like they're just like flagged by all these, you know, these things to do or possibilities, you know, so that could be too. So for some of you that aren't weighed down with like things to figure out or things to fix or, you know, that sort of deal, because we came out of this such heavy energy over the past few months that a lot of us, including myself, you know, neglected a lot of things. It wasn't out of laziness or, you know, anything like that. It was just out of just it was heavy, you know, and it was hard. It was hard to deal with a lot of things that were on our plate. And I think that now things are starting to feel energetically better for us. But we are also realizing that, you know, there are some, you know, few consequences from those, you know, those past, you know, as if that wasn't enough, you know, we have like a few things that we still got to kind of figure out and take care of. And that's kind of, you know, gives me that the feeling with this, you know. But with the Death card, you know, showing up here too, our card, strong card, you know, it's about, you know, fighting that stuff. You know, this card isn't so much as a renewal card as in most typical decks, you know, as like a huge transformations and things like that. Although it still does carry that vibe because, you know, tarot is tarot. But particularly in this card, this is more of like to me, like a kick-ass kind of card. Like that's like, you know, nothing is in my way. I will, you know, take my scythe or whatever the hell it's called and just chop through everything, you know, that's in my way. And, you know, it's sort of like, it does, it's like that Scorpio power that comes out when it needs to. And you know what I mean? You know, it's like that, you know, and not aggressive, not, you know, not the bad side. I'm not saying that. It's the kick-ass side, you know, the side that like gets up, knows what needs to be done, starts doing it, you know, and that's what I feel like this month is going to be. And again, I do think there's probably going to be love in the mix with this because of these like commitment cards. So I think that may be part of what's inspiring you also. That could be. But let's see what's coming towards you this month in May. Because that was all you. That was all your energy. All right, so let's see what types of things are coming towards Scorpio this month. What's coming towards Scorpio, please, this month of May? General reading for Scorpios. Types of things might be coming their way. Ooh, Tower card. Tower alert. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm not feeling it's too horrible yet, but let's see. Let's take a look. And we do have the Nine of Cups as our overall theme, which is the Wish card, so I'm liking that. Okay. Why is the Tower card? Why is the Tower card coming towards us? No. Have we not had enough towers? Let's see. see if it's good or bad, or well, it's always, to me it's always good. Honestly, I'm so used to the Tower card. It doesn't, it's like I almost kind of get excited when I see it now, because it's like, oh good, you know, I need to shake up, I need a change, I need, you know, freaking, you know, lightning bolt to the head. So let's see what's going on. And that's just lately, I don't know, this year it seems like that, like it's been hard, you know, to get excited, you know, about things. So, but I'm starting to feel it myself this month, like a little more chill, a little more excited, you know, a little more hopeful, you know, those types of energies. So let's see what this Tower card is for the rest of Scorpios out there watching this video. This Tower card represent, please. Okay. Ooh. Okay, yeah, it might be good. So Three of Pentacles came out, okay? So threes. Beginning new things, but also already kind of starting it and seeing rewards of things. So it's possible. It's not, oh my God, you know, stuff, but it could be possibly a little bit more money coming your way. That would be a good thing, you know, definitely. It could just be, because I got to look at these cards because they are a little different than the Rider-Waite deck. You might be partnering up with somebody or sharing something very important. Hold on here. There's a Tower card here for in the Three of Pentacles for Scorpio, coming towards Scorpio, please. What are these energies coming towards Scorpio? One clear card, please. Yeah, there's something new coming in, guys. And it's not without anxiety, but it is good for the most part. There is something that needs to happen here that will cause you some more anxiety, but it is going to be for the better. And I'm not saying that in a nice, positive way to put a positive spin on it. I seriously see that. You've got a couple aces coming in here. So new starts, new beginnings. Knight of Pentacles could be some sort of offer coming in. You have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck also. The Fool card is the card that I pulled. So we have the Tower and clarifying cards, Three of Coin and the Fool. So I really think that for some of you who have like started new businesses or started new jobs, started new studies of things, those of you who share your knowledge with others in some capacity, there, you know, any of those, you know, scenarios, it just looks like things are going to shake up in some kind of way. I think you're going to feel like you're, you know, like free falling, you know, because like the Tower, you know, they're kind of falling from here. There's a little bit of a different Tower card here, but I really am just focused on this one person falling here. That's what's catching my eye. And to me, it feels like a free fall, you know, and then with this Fool card, that would be kind of the same thing. So I think what this is something had to give. Something is going to have to give in this month of May. With this Death card and all of that, you are doing it as long as you don't get too trapped in that mental, you know, anxiety of, you know, if it's just one thing, like if you have your plate full and you have a lot of shit to take care of, at least one thing, get to it. And because I have a feeling that once you do that, that will start the ball rolling for the universe. And that, yes, I think it's going to take, unfortunately, I don't think we necessarily did all the stuff we were supposed to do, kind of. I think we made good, strong efforts, but I think it's going to take a little bit of the Tower card to shake us a little bit more, okay? But in doing so, this is going to be a very good start to something. There is something good coming in, okay, with the Three of Coin and the Fool card, absolutely. Okay, let's see what other types of things are coming towards. And I feel like this is in the financial sector, you know, and not necessarily, I mean, it could be relationship-y. I do see relationship already, but I think this has something more to do with finances. So, and I think it's a positive turn. Okay, so let's see. But I do feel like that you should at least address one thing on your plate in order to get that. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, and with that Nine of Cups, don't forget that's our, you know, overall theme. So that could be really something. Oh, speaking of which, yeah. All right. What else is coming towards Scorpio, please? Actually, let's pull one love card. Love card coming towards Scorpio, please. Love card coming towards Scorpio. Knight of Cups, okay? So for some of you with the Empress at the bottom of the deck, so that's, and Judgment, nice. And the Ten of Pentacles, I'm not even kidding, hold on. So Knight of Cups is a card I drew for love. At the bottom of the deck was the Empress, then Judgment, and then the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So love-wise, yes, that looks awesome, okay? So for those of you, and again, it's a general reading for May, so if it doesn't resonate yet, it may in the future of the month, okay? Because this is an offer, all right? And this is love, so specifically, not the finances like we were just talking about. You know, I asked specifically about love. So this is somebody coming in, somebody and a good, you know, good stable somebody, because you know, Knight is pretty good. Knight of Cups, you know, how romantic can you get? You know, that's awesome. And with the Empress, Judgment, and Ten of Pentacles at the bottom, this is, you know, scope this person out seriously. If they are not a new person, it could definitely be a renewal, because we do have that kind of, you know, water vibe and, you know, that sort of thing. So it could be somebody else, you know, that you have already been involved with coming back around and saying, hey, I'm back, I'm strong, I've grown. Pardon me. You know, I've been, you know, let's rebirth this relationship, you know, with the Judgment card there into the Ten of Pentacles. So that all looks stellar. That looks very good. Actually, everything looks very good. The only cautions are, like I said, the mental energy. And you can beat that. You know, it's hard because it's not our forte, you know, and it's not something that, like, a Gemini, in instance, would be much easier capable of doing something like that, because they are used to lots of mental, you know, energy, and that's kind of their element, you know. And it's not that we, you know, we aren't good at that too. It's just that it's, you know, we're used to emotionally dealing with things and then mentally dealing with things and emotionally and you know, and back and forth until we get our logical conclusion of digging to the root and finding all that. This is different. So it might be difficult, you know, to get out of that mental anxiety. But I do highly suggest, you know, keeping your attitude positive in all ways. I think love will be no problem, but don't let that, because that looks like a pretty, you know, sweet deal, you know, coming in or renewing. So it can be very easy to get caught up in that and then kind of not other stuff, you know, but I don't think so. I think you guys are going to be good. And no matter what, the Tower's coming in anyway. But again, in your favor. Okay. So yes, it might be a little rough, you know, and it might seem like that, but it's going to turn out very good. And I think it could all be within this month, because even though these were clarifying cards, which might indicate to me that that would be later, you know, I do kind of feel like this might all kind of transpire this month. So let's see. Let me pull you guys. What do I want to do? I'm going to do one of the Guardian Angel-y cards. Let's do that. So let's see. Do you have any advice for the Tower card, the Tower moment that might be coming up for Scorpios? Some Scorpios out there, a general reading. Okay. Any advice for Scorpios in this sort of Tower moment they may have in May? Is there any advice for their highest good and right action, please? Okay, we have Daniel. All right. Daniel is the angel of marriage. Okay. Daniel, I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. Okay. At the bottom of the deck is Omega. Victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. That's at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So you have, this is like heavily protected from your own mental energy, okay? Because it's like, I see like maybe, you know, like even if you are kind of in that mental zone of anxiety and things and stuff like that, I don't think it's really going to matter. You know, even though I suggest trying to, you know, pull out of that, I think that this looks like a month where you are just protected, you know, and watched over. And trust me, if you knew me, I am not one to say those types of things, and no knock against that kind of stuff. But it's like, I mean, I search and search and search for oracle cards that have nothing to do with angels because you know, but you know, the truth, you know, a lot of these are good decks, so I use them, and I know other people, you know, like them, so I don't want to be selfish and just, you know, but so for me to say something like that, in other words, is what I'm saying, that's not my typical MO. But with this Nine of Cups coming out at the beginning, you know, this card, you know, the other one, it's like it just feels like there's this universal energy watching over you guys right now, wanting to reward you, you know, in some way. And I do feel that, you know, May will be a very interesting month for you guys. And I do feel it as a very positive underlying energy, you know, and even not underlying. I don't think it's going to be subtle. I think it's going to be very, not necessarily grand, but maybe, you know, it could just be a very, very interesting month for you guys in a good way, you know. So if there's a few bumps and things around, you know, the way, you know, don't get too down and stuff. Try to keep everything up so that you can work with them too. Because if there are, you know, entity, yeah, whatever, you know, energies, you know, watching over you. Well, I'm not gonna say if there are, you know, it's not that I don't believe in those things. I do. It's just, it's my own like personal whatever, like, you know, afraid to look, you know, too new age or something like that. But the truth is, you know, I do believe there are angels. I do believe there are people who watch over us, you know, all of those things. It's just, I'm not one that usually talks about that type of stuff, but I think this is a month for that. So reach out, you know, to those forces, those energies. Let them know you are open, you are available, you know, for your best and highest good and your highest right action. And, you know, and let that stuff come through, because I think it's going to be really, really interesting for you guys. So if you like these videos, please like, subscribe, all that. Think about joining the Facebook page. I just gave away a free reading on there. I don't have that many subscribers, only about 20 on there, so there wasn't much competition, you know, and it was a pay it forward day, and I decided to give out a free reading. So, you know, it's good. Join the page, and that's also where I announce when I'm going to go live on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, that's all underneath the bottom description of the video. And thank you guys, and have a really I feel I feel you guys are gonna have a good month, and yeah, all right, okay. So have a great month, and thanks, Scorps.